Welcome back. Now, the National Association of Resident Doctors, Nard, is not the first union to down tools as a way of registering their grievances over working conditions and poor welfare. However, we do know that the fragile state of the Nigerian health sector and further strain caused by the coronavirus pandemic makes doctor strike even more devastating. Already, there is a massive brain drain in the health sector as many medical doctors are leaving the country on a daily basis, and it is estimated that at least 12 Nigerian doctors migrate to practice abroad weekly. Top on the list of countries poaching Nigerian health workers are the United States, the United Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and a host of others. Recently, the Saudi Arabia Ministry of Health conducted a recruitment exercise in Abuja, and as expected, Nigerian doctors, including consultants seeking to secure a license to practice in the Asian country, trooped to the venue. If this mass exodus of doctors continues to happen, then you can only imagine what the health situation will look like in years to come in Nigeria. Joining me now on the program to further discuss this brain drain is Dr. Arome Adejo. He's the first Vice President of the National Association of Resident Doctors. He joins us via Skype from Benin City in Edo State, South Nigeria, I should say. Thank you very much, Doctor, for joining us on the program. First, this your union's recent strike has actually gone on longer than a lot of people would have expected. And amid this whole situation, we have seen quite a number of doctors, hundreds of them, attempting to find their way outside the country. And even Saudi Arabia is currently recruiting. So how disturbing is that for you?
All right. Thank you very much for thanking me. I want to first of all apologize to Nigerians once again for this terrible and unavoidable situation. And I want to also thank them for their support so far. So, well, it is very unfortunate that this is an avoidable situation, and the government does not see it that way. And it is a shame, very, very shameful that in the midst of a crisis like this, our doctors are running away from this country and the government is not doing anything. Now, when I say the government, I want to put the blame on the doorstep of the Ministry of Health. They are the supervising ministry. And instead of them to find a way out of this quagmire, all what they do is to fuel the crisis. So as I said, it is not palatable. I am not happy. This issue of brain drain has been on for many years, but now it has reached, in fact, it has not even reached its peak. It is still climbing at a very fast pace. The truth is, when we took over sometime last year, September last year, our main aim was to curb brain drain. And because of that, the president of Nard, Dr. Huilawa Opeisuye, mandated us to bring out ways of encouraging our members to stay back in this country. We paid a courtesy call to the director of Federal Mortgage Bank, because we have come to realize that in the midst of poor remuneration, the fact that our doctors don't have affordable and good housing to live in, for their families to stay while trying to save life, is one of the major reasons why we travel abroad. Another one is job satisfaction. Now, that of the job satisfaction is the government, is the employer that can do that. When I say job satisfaction, it means as a doctor practicing, you should be able to have everything you need to take care of a patient that walked in very sick, to take care of that patient so that that patient will walk out hale and healthy and look at you and thank God and also bless you. Say, God bless you for going extra mile, for helping him to regain his own health. Now, all these things are not there. When you talk of equipment, most of the hospital, most of the tertiary centers, I'm not even talking of the secondary centers, the tertiary health centers don't even have a functional CT scan. It is as bad as that. Those days when I was working in FMC, Lokoja, we used to refer patients from Lokoja down to Abuja or Ilori to do a CT scan, the patient with head injury. Can you imagine? So it is as bad as that. You go to some hospitals, you have X-ray that are old, archaic, that breaks down at every minute, and the doctors become frustrated, and most times the patients are even more frustrated, and they took their frustration on us. We have instances where patient relatives beat up doctors just because they feel that their patient is supposed to survive and the doctor didn't do the needful. They don't know that the doctor is limited in what he can do because of the poor equipment, non-functional equipment we have. We have an instance in an hospital inside Abuja, FCT, where a female doctor was stripped naked by patient relative who lost their relative. So the lack of security in the hospital, lack of functional equipment, is one of the main reasons that account for the poor job satisfaction. Not even talk of welfare, which is poor, which is very, 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 very poor. A doctor is trying to save life, and his families are at risk.
Now, we get to see a lot of unverified statistics about the doctor-to-patient ratio in Nigeria, but let's just get it from you now. What exactly is the patient or doctor-to-patient ratio in Nigeria as it stands?
Before this mass exodus, it is around 1:4,600. Now, I can tell you it's around 1:7,000. Now, we don't have a good statistics because the medical and dental council have failed in their duty to properly give us the correct number of doctors practicing. But I can tell you for free, as someone that trained abroad, I know that most people that train abroad just come here, register, get license, and go back. So even half of the doctors that are registered under the medical and dental council are not practicing in Nigeria. So I can confidently tell you that it's even up to 1:7,000 now. That is the truth.
Okay, now you did mention earlier that you've tried a lot of ways to try and make your colleagues stay, and that's quite appreciable. But why do you think that your effort is not yielding results, and the effort of others too who are trying to do the same thing as you are just not yielding results?
Yes, the effort is not yielding results because of the attitude of the government. Because now we are encouraging our colleagues to stay in the country through our own little ways. The government is frustrating them. Doctors that have worked for you for more than 4 months, you've not paid them. And when they protest, you sue them to court. How can you imagine a government taking its citizens to court for not paying them? It's like beating a child and the child is crying and you beat him more to stop crying. Does it make sense? So that is what is happening. There is frustration everywhere. The security situation is poor. Doctors are being kidnapped left, right, and center. You are not safe any longer. So that is it. We are doing our best, but the present crisis now, in fact, right now, I cannot tell my members to stay back in this country. No, I will not. If I do that, it means I don't like them. The only thing I know I will do, I will stay put and try to make the health system work and encourage them not to run away again. But until the health system starts to work, I will not tell them not to leave. So if any of my members is hearing me right now, if you have plans to leave, please leave. I will not stop you. But the truth is that out of every 5 doctors you see now, 2 have left, 2 are preparing to leave. It's only 1 that is still saying, maybe he go better. But that one that is still saying maybe he go better, he's saying it with his half mind. There is a video that have gone viral of one young doctor who came to the Saudi interview. He came she came down there with just half mind, thinking, okay, she will leave, she might not leave. But when she saw a consultant that taught her in medical school, she said, no. If my consultant is leaving, that means there is no hope. It is as bad as that. That the specialists, the people who are supposed to train the young doctors are running away. So what do you expect the young doctors to do? When your father is running away, do you want to stay behind? That is suicidal if you stay behind. So that is the truth. The government knows what to do. And in the midst of this, they are even threatening doctors with no work, no pay. You have not paid somebody for 4 months up to 5 months. Look at the state institutions. 19 months extra, some of them. And when we complain, they will tell us health is not on the concurrent list. To me, that is a very funny thing to say. Because the health of your citizens is number one. Those attending the state-owned hospitals, are they not Nigerians? Are they less than those attending federal? The health of the citizens should not be something a government should joke about. Whether state or federal, the government should find a way to harmonize everything. And they can do that through the National Council of Health. That's why I said the fault is with the Ministry of Health. They are not serious. They are not doing their job. I am in the hospital. I'm trying to do my job. Your job in the ministry is to create policies and to make sure that I have an enabling environment in the hospital to discharge my duties. You are not doing it. And all you do is to incite whatever grievances we have. So if the president of this lovely country is listening to me right now, I want to tell him something that I believe by now he should have called us. Let him hear firsthand from us, because people are lying to him. People that he placed to take charge of these things are lying. Because I don't believe the president, who is someone I so much supported, will allow doctors to be on strike for up to 3 weeks plus. I don't believe that. People are lying. That is the problem. So the president should call us and listen first hand to us. And also call these people. Let them defend themselves. Somebody that is responsible for paying my salary has not paid my salary for 4 months. And nothing is being done to that person. Nothing is being done. And now I am protesting. You have not paid me. My kids' school fees have not been paid. My family are hungry. My house rent has not been paid. If I've committed a sin, if I've committed an offense by being a medical doctor, as my kids committed an offense by being born into my home, as my wife committed an offense by marrying a medical doctor, that is what I wanted to answer me. I'm not talking of myself. I can sacrifice myself, but I cannot sacrifice my children. I cannot sacrifice my family. That is the truth. So I expected the government to call us. The president should call us. He should listen to us, not listen to all these people that he put there. They are lying to him. That's why this crisis is lingering. That is the truth.
Well, Dr. Adejo, we really do hope that indeed we get to the end of this very soon, and not just very soon, once and for all. Thank you very much for joining us on the program, and thank you very much for your time.
Look, my prayer every morning when I wake up is we see the end of this crisis today. I am not happy. I am not happy because I can be a patient too. We are not superhumans. We are not gods. We are human beings. A doctor can be a patient. And let me tell you one thing. Evidence have shown that doctors die earlier in this country than their mates outside this country. And the brain drain is as bad as doctors now leaving this country for neighboring African country. We were once the giant of Africa, but we are no more the giant of Africa. So it is a shame. And at this point in time, I am ashamed to be a Nigerian.
Well, Dr. Adejo, thank you very much for speaking to us on DEJI360 and for sharing your thoughts with us passionately. Thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you also for trying your own best to make sure I come online with you. And God bless you guys for the wonderful job that you are doing.
All right, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be speaking to a senior public health consultant on this same issue. Don't go away. Stay with us.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the President of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On DEJI360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, and use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
DEJI360, dissecting the issues.